This statement was released today by Jeff Weaver regarding Bernie Sanders. Sanders in Vegas. Senior advisor Jeff Weaver on Wednesday issued the following statement. During the campaign event yesterday evening, Senator Sanders experienced some chest discomfort. Following medical evaluation and testing, he was found to have blockage in one artery and 2 stents were successfully inserted. Senator Sanders is conversing and in good spirits. He'll be resting up over the next few days. We're canceling his events and appearances until further notice, and we will continue to provide appropriate updates. Look, I don't know anything about medical stuff. I did take AP biology, but when it came time to do the blood test, I had to have my lab partner do it because I cannot stand the idea of blood.
Oh, no, blood.
Exactly. But on Twitter, Matt Binder referenced his dad, who is a listener of this program, former producer Matt Binder, said his dad had the exact same procedure, was up and back in work within a couple of days. My understanding is that generally the recovery time for this is pretty quick, and but we'll see. Best wishes to Bernie Sanders. Get him back on the campaign trail as soon as possible because it's important. Nobody has been crisscrossing the country more than Bernie Sanders. Really, I mean, since 2015. In many respects. I mean, he was running in 2015 and 16. He obviously went all across the country campaigning for Hillary Clinton. And then starting in January, he was up at it again. You'll recall that it was Bernie Sanders going around to rallies around the country that was instrumental in protecting the Affordable Care Act. People forget that little chapter of history, but there were rallies. I mean, this feels like it was decades ago, but you'll recall there were town halls where progressives, Democrats went to these town halls and read the Riot Act to their representatives who were talking about voting to destroy the Affordable Care Act. And Bernie Sanders was going around, had organized, I think it was Our Revolution that was doing a lot of this and campaigned there. So he's been basically crisscrossing the country now for 4 or 5 years.
And leading like the most aggressive legislative agenda in Congress, ending the genocide in Yemen, pushing for health care, getting Amazon to raise wages. I'm praying for him. Unapologetically.
Well, maybe you should have been a little bit
I should have pre-prayed.
less atheistic, and maybe those prayers would work.
I'm not atheistic. I'm the God believer on this show. I'm not with
right?
all these lame atheists. No, of course not.
Oh, okay.
God is great. I'm not one of these like, you believe in it's not rational.
All right. Well, there you go.
You're an agnostic, right?
T.
Agnostic?
I am largely agnostic when it comes to God. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's probably like the only defensible position, but I will take the God is a great position.
I mean, I'm sort of I guess it was a Buber. Was it Buber who was just like, what's the difference? You might as well believe in it.
Martin Buber. Yep.
Because he's just like, I can't prove it either way. So
what are you going to do? It's more pleasant to believe, and that way you can pray for Bernie Sanders.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice if there was a God.
That was his book. It was called It'd Be Nice.
It'd Be Nice.
Work of Jewish Theology by Martin Buber.
We're going to get into this stuff with the State Department.